So another going to work video, because I feel like I usually I hear something weird. All right. But I feel like I usually film my videos going like home from work. But no, the thing is, right? So I'm gonna be like, I have like a 7:45 to 12:45 shift today at night. So I feel like there's a good chance I'm just too tired to like actually talk and move my mouth when I'm coming home. So I'm gonna shoot a quick one right now, just because, you know, I feel like I haven't done much talking today, and I don't know, we'll see. So I did last night shift, and that was from like 3 to 9, and honestly that was like okay, like nothing nothing I could say like, oh, I'll remember this, right? Like there's a few moments in parking that I'll say like I remember. Like it's like if you've ever seen the movie Inside Out, it's like it's a core memory. Like there are certain like core memories I have in parking, and yesterday night just wasn't one of those days, you know. Remember, a quick one is that I'm pretty bad at telling stories, but like it was me and the parking crew were unloading buses, and the managers make a massive issue about the color socks you wore, right? So because we first hired in, all supposed to wear white socks, but now the managers are like, we're all supposed to wear black socks, right? So one day, one of my like leads that is more I like joke around with him, but like he's more like strictish, I guess would be a word. He went up to me, and I was talking with a group of 2 other guys. He's like, Esteban, like, what color, like, you're wearing the right socks today, right? And I was like, man, are you gonna doubt me? Are you gonna doubt that I'm wearing the official black socks that parking, you know, managers want us to wear? He's like, I don't know. I was like, Carlos, again, it's the way I said it, right? Sometimes a joke has to do with like the punchline rather than like has to do with like how you say it and the vibes you give off rather than the punchline. But I was like, I kid you not, it was like I held both of my pants and I lifted it up. I was like, don't you put disrespect on my name. Don't you put that disrespect on me. And dude, that one's going in the vault, you know. It's very like, it's very much a memory that I bet they forgot. But you know, there are certain things that I want to hold on to, you know. And surprisingly with parking, if you are a like more of a people focused person, you know, like you can have a lot of fun, you know. That's why for me, if I was a more like, if I could recommend to an extroverted person to do parking, I would, because you get to talk to a lot of different, you know, employees, a lot of different people, you know. And I'm somebody where I could have fun with somebody I just met. Like I could have a great time with somebody that like I didn't know 2 minutes ago. But I don't know, I know not a lot of people are like that, honestly. I feel like like not a lot of people, they're just like comfortable with that, you know. Because granted, there are good reasons why, you know, like there's a mistrust of strangers, there's like the what this person doesn't like me. I feel like my voice is messed up, but there's a lot of good reasons. Yeah, I feel like those two are 2 big ones. But the way that I view it is that, you know, you want somebody to either, like, you want somebody to get off the fence, basically. You want the person who like you or don't like you. Like, you gotta pick a side. I don't care what you pick, but I want you to pick a side, right? Like again, keep in mind, I do this just because I think it's funny, and like it helps you separate what type of people you're gonna be instantly be like, I vibe with this person versus I don't vibe with this person, you know? So one time, right, I was meeting a family member's cousin or something like that, like cousin's cousin, something like that, like I've seen like 4 times in my life. And this particular time, I just, dude, I don't know, I was just feeling it. So so it's gonna I feel like this is bad that I'm gonna try to demonstrate this while I'm driving. But what happened, right? So doing like, you know, they come into like the quote unquote party, just a family gathering, and usually it's somebody you kind of know, but like kind of, you like give them a handshake, right? So this is the part where it goes off the rails, surprisingly. So he gives me his handshake, right? Now, I'm gonna put this right to my face because I don't know like the frame of this, but like he gives me a handshake like this, right? Now most people are gonna like respond with the other hand and shake it like that, and that's like a normal like response, right? Keep that in mind. So I don't do that, right? Because I know I want to know very quickly, right? Am I gonna vibe this person or not, right? So like he goes like this, you know, while the person shakes her hand like this, right? That's like typically how it goes. What I did, right? What I did is he puts his hand to shake my hand like this. I get my other hand and I put it on top of his, and then I start shaking it like this. Like, imagine instead of like this, like I'm shaking it like this on the back side of his hand. Like I'm like this, right? Keep in mind, I just met him for the first time in like 2 years, right? And there's one more thing I do. So I kind of hold on to it. I kind of hold on to his hand. Yeah, I look at him, I'm like, this is nice. I like this. Now, later, right? People are like, yeah, he did not like that. But, right? It's important, right? Believe it or not, right? There's one, I find it funny, right? That's like, besides like the greater point, number one is I find it very funny, but two, right, like kind of like the other non-important reason, I want to know pretty quickly whether I like somebody or not, you know, like there was another person that was like my family member's boyfriend, and the first time I met him, and I am very good friends with this person now. First time I met him, well, again, family gathering, right? Another party, quote unquote. And again, first time I ever met him, his name's not Joey, but I'm gonna say his name's Joey, right? He first comes in, he comes walking in. I'm like, Joey, my favorite Joey, how's it going, my guy? I'm like guessing because I don't know exactly what I said. And then I gave him like people giving a handshakes, I'm giving a hug, and I'm like, hold on. I'm like, it's good to see you, Joey. You don't know how long I've waited for this. If I remember right, he kind of just leaned in. And let's say I am a big fan of Joey, and Joey is a great guy. I really like Joey. But, you know, it gets the idea, right? Is that you want somebody either like you or not like you. You know, worst thing you could do is, you know, that person on the fence, you know. But there's one exception, though, is that some people are like you get used to them over time, right? There's a guy at work that now I'm a fan of this guy. I like this guy. But at first, he was just like, whatever. Like, we didn't really talk. Because my, like what I do at work is I'll talk to somebody new for a couple minutes, and if there's not a vibe, I'm just gonna go back to hanging out by myself. Like some people might think of me as introverted, which I am. It's just I force out the extrovertedness at certain points, right? Certain times, certain scenarios. So some people might say I'm introverted at work, and all that is like I went to go talk to somebody, bring out some good vibes, and they were not about it. So I went back to not talking, right? This guy that I met, probably spent like a good 2 nights with him. And on the third night, right, he started to like get a little talkative actually. And once he started actually talking, right, because again, I'll make the attempt and then I'll see where he wants to go from there, because he wants to talk, but like I'll extend the olive branch, right? But like the other person has to reciprocate, in my opinion. This is how I view it. And on the third day, right, he became really talkative, and I remember exactly who he is, and I feel very comfortable around that person. Granted, it did take him like 8 hours to warm up to me, but once he did,